What's up? I'm Rich, CEO, co-founder of CrossFit, and today I have here with me Maya. So Maya, tell us about your current fitness goals.
I'm currently training to win the CrossFit Games and to compete in Olympic weightlifting.
Nice. So what made you start your fitness journey?
I was going through a really nasty breakup in my early 20s, and when I was picking myself up from that, I started to reevaluate my life, and I realized that part of why it was so rough was because I had broken a lot of promises to myself during the process and generally, and part of keeping promises to myself meant keeping my fitness promises, and as far as like loving myself and training myself to compete. So I started there.
Okay. At any point during this journey, were you concerned about losing your femininity?
Yes. A lot of women get criticized for being athletes because they're bulky and they're too strong. And I'm very intense when I train. And that intensity combined with being physically strong was at first pretty scary to think about. But I've since learned to appreciate what I'm capable of, and I'm not worried about being masculine. I'm still very feminine in spite of my muscles.
I hear that. So have you ever felt self-conscious about competing?
Yes. When I made the decision to compete, it was about 2 years into my fitness journey after I had lost a bunch of weight and everything. I realized that most of the elite athletes were either my age or younger, and most of them had also been training or in some kind of sport and had been doing that sport very well for several years. So there was definitely a period of time where I really questioned whether or not I was going to be able to do it. But I have a really good coach and a great training program, and I've seen incredible progress over the past year, and I'm confident that I can do it.
Nice. Well, have you ever received any criticism about building muscle?
Yes. A lot of people have a lot of negative things to say about women who have muscle. I have since learned to appreciate my body, and I don't criticize it anymore because, for example, I always use my arms because I've always been so self-conscious about them. They've always been big. And when I started training, I couldn't do a pull-up. I couldn't do a strict dip. And now I can do weighted dips. So I'm not worried about the criticism anymore because I'm proud of myself.
Nice, I hear that. So do you have any other advice for the women out there who are concerned about lifting heavy and building muscle?
I would say don't be afraid of muscle. Muscle is so good for you. It makes your metabolism faster. It helps you burn fat. It makes your body really tight. It is just it's very, very sexy. When you think about what you're capable of, it builds confidence both from a physical aspect and from an internal aspect when you realize I'm not just strong, I'm capable and I'm sexy.
Nice. I agree. Well, ladies, there you have it. Ignore the ignorance, forget the haters, and find out what your body is physically capable of. As always, download CrossFit from the App Store today. Thanks, and I'll talk to you later.